Alright, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing the JavaScript. Now as you can see, I did make a bit of a mistake. So I was doing the code and I realized that it wasn't working technically, so I went and did some research, and apparently there has been a glitch with VS, and the software developers are actually taking some time to fix that. So what is working is making the image disappear. So I changed the text over here and I said click the button to make the image non-visible. So over here we're going to change this to hide image. Now I have taken out in the I part the visibility to none. I meant to hidden, sorry. So now let's start with the JavaScript. Now as you can see, the on-click button said show. So now if we ever want to do an on-click, we have to do function show, which was the function I originally did. Alright, so now you can start doing what you want. So document, get element by ID. Alright, so you might be confused about what I'm doing here. I'm going to explain that. So document. So it's going to go to the index.html. It's going to review the document. Get element by ID. So I'm going to type in I, because that's the image's ID. So now it's going to go into the HTML. It's going to find that specific element by ID. And the ID was I, so it's going to go to that element I. Now what do you want to do with it? That's what you code next. Dot style, dot display. So this is what you want to do. You want to make it disappear. Sorry about that. So what we did over here is we went to the styling. We went to the display, because as you can see, the display was set as visible, and we want to set that as none. So we're going to set it none. Now this should work. Hide image. Yes, now the image has disappeared. Now the text still says click the button to make the image non-visible. Now that's going to be a little weird. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, document, get element by ID, and text, inner HTML. So what this says is it goes on the index.html, it finds the ID, now it goes inside the ID, now we can change it technically. So the image now. So sometimes, I don't know if this part is a glitch, but this hasn't been working too. So fingers crossed that hopefully it does. Yes. It says the image has now disappeared and the image is now hidden. Now this is a bit about the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For the past 3 videos, including this one, we have been talking about that. So just a little recap. Index.html, 2 parts. Head, where you can link all the stuff into the tab stuff. Body, where you can add all the elements. Style.css. Now this is where you can do all the styling for each element. And now we have to keep in mind, if we want all the buttons to look the same, we don't give a hashtag or a period. If it's a class, we give a period and then the name. If it's an ID, we give hashtag, then the name. Right, and we always use flower brackets and colons in the style of CSS. Now for JavaScript, if it's on click, we do function name with the brackets, then we do flower brackets, enter, we code. Now quick recap on what document.getElement by ID is. Document, again, the index.html, and getElement by ID, it's going to go through, find the element by ID, then you code what you want to do with that ID. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and next video I'll be showing you the console, and stay tuned.